Our next honoree is Myrna Johnson. Lead with your heart and act. We all need to participate in creating a better place to live our lives. Myrna Johnson is Executive Director of Iowa Public Radio, a position she's held since 2014. Under her leadership, she has overseen many changes at IPR, including the acquisition of the 26-station network from the Iowa Board of Regents, reformulating its governance structure and leading the organization through its first ever comprehensive campaign. She has also helped grow the newsroom and digital footprint of the network. At a previous position, she helped build the government relations program at the Outdoor Industry Foundation from the ground up. As a volunteer, she helped raise $2 million in 1 month to save KUNC radio in Greeley, Colorado. Then strategic planning put the now independent station on the road to success. In addition, Myrna has served on the National Public Radio Board since 2020. She's a president of the Nexus Executive Women's Alliance and has been a tri-chair of the Capitol Crossroads Cultural Capital since 2018. Nora Everett, vice president of the Iowa Public Radio Board, wrote of Myrna, "Under Myrna's leadership, IPR has grown significantly in fundraising, reach, and audience. She has led numerous strategic initiatives, including increasing IPR's news team statewide, establishing a Western Iowa bureau, and building a digital team and platform with podcasts and streaming services." Anybody that is working to help bring more news to the people in our communities is worthy of being a woman of influence, and the Business Record is proud to recognize Myrna Johnson as a 2024 Woman of Influence.
First of all, thank you to the Business Record and for this recognition. I am so grateful for this honor and love that I can be here sharing this moment with members of the IPR board and staff, with my sisters, Anita and Gwen, and their husbands, and with the sweet, sweet man in my life, Rob Sunderman. Thank you. I am also grateful for the opportunities that I've had in my life, for the support that I and IPR have received from so many of you here, and for being in a business that has led the way in female leadership. I know from personal experience that inspiring women inspire young women, and those inspirations affect the path of their careers. I grew up in a very small town in Iowa, but after graduation, I made my way to the East Coast. And a few years into my career, I was living in Baltimore and was looking for my next job. This was pre-internet, so I was regularly taking the train into DC to look at job boards. They were actually literally bulletin boards in people's in businesses, and they had jobs posted on them. One was across the street from NPR's headquarters. As I did my weekly rounds, I kept looking across the street and thinking, how cool would it be to work at NPR? What a dream. This was the mid-'80s, and something exciting was happening there. Women were leading the way. Linda Wertheimer and Cokie Roberts were covering Congress. Nina Totenberg was covering the Supreme Court. And Susan Stamberg was the co-host of All Things Considered, the very first woman to host an evening newscast. At a time when men were dominating the media landscape, women were setting the tone and creating something really amazing and new at NPR. So the next time I was in town in DC, I walked into the NPR lobby, and sure enough, they had a job board too. I started applying for jobs and landed one in the NPR Government Affairs office. It was an exciting time for me to be at NPR, and so fun to be a part of something I believed in, to pass people I idolized in the halls, to have an amazing female boss, and to be in an organization where women's voices were truly heard. Public media continues to attract and develop incredible female talent, including here in Iowa. Here are just a few examples. The incomparable Mary Kramer, who was my guide when I came back to Iowa to run Iowa Public Radio. Marcia Turnus, who chaired the board right after her. Both of them led IPR through incredibly challenging times and set us on a path toward the fully independent public network that we are today. Nora Everett and Julie Monson co-chaired, along with Bob Riley, a highly successful comprehensive campaign setting us on a wonderful path for our future. Kelly Edmister, Catherine Perkins, Andrea Hansen, they are anchors on our senior leadership team at IPR. Thank you. They provide amazing financial newsroom and fundraising leadership. And for many Iowans, Charity Nebbe is the voice of IPR. And the young women at IPR are rocking it too. I am inspired by them every single day. So as we celebrate female leadership tonight, I'd like to encourage us all to continue to give women opportunities to lead so they can inspire. Thanks again for this wonderful recognition.